Have you ever felt like you're living below your true potential, as if something grand is waiting for you just beyond the horizon? Chosen One, it's no coincidence that you're here right now. There's a movement happening, a fundamental shift in the universe, and you are among the 1% ready to enter creator mode. This isn't just a concept. It's the awakening of a hidden power within you, a cryptographic force that can reshape your reality, elevate your vibration, and activate your spiritual journey. If you feel there is a greater energy around you, guiding your steps toward your purpose, this video is the key to unveiling that deep truth. Don't leave now. What you're about to discover might be the missing piece to completely transform your life, aligning your spiritual gifts with the collective consciousness of the universe. Today, you will discover if you are among the few chosen ones with the ability to transform dreams into reality, following principles that few know. Maybe you felt that your life was meant for something greater, but difficulties, doubts, and obstacles have diverted you from the path. The universe is conspiring for you to hear this message. Stay until the end, because the answer that can change your life forever will be revealed, and you will finally understand what it truly means to live in creator mode and activate your true potential. Chosen One, I know the journey up to this point hasn't been easy. Maybe you've doubted yourself, wondering if you were really capable of manifesting what you feel deep within your soul. But let me tell you one thing. That doubt is not your truth. It's just a reflection of the challenges that the 99% face, but you are different. You are among the 1% called to something greater. Perhaps you felt that restlessness, as if something inside you is urging to come out, to create, to transform the world around you. That feeling, Chosen One, is what sets you apart from others. It shows that you are destined to do something extraordinary. You are not alone on this journey. Every struggle, every moment of overcoming, every tear shed has shaped who you are today. And it is precisely this that makes you ready to enter creator mode. You have been prepared. And no matter what has happened so far, the fact that you are watching this video means your time has come. Creator mode is more than just the ability to manifest desires or materialize intentions. It's a profound spiritual state where you completely align with the divine purpose and God's will for your life. Entering this state means recognizing that you are not alone in your journeys and battles. It's an active partnership with the creator of the universe. When you are in creator mode, your life is no longer just about surviving. It's about transforming, influencing, and elevating everything around you. It's a call to live above human limitations and enter a space where faith, action, and manifestation work together in perfect harmony. The chosen ones have a special connection with this unique capacity. Unlike others, they have greater spiritual sensitivity, which allows them to perceive signs, recognize opportunities, and act in alignment with God's will. Creator mode is not something that can be activated superficially or without effort. It requires complete surrender and genuine acceptance of the role that God has designated for you. This process involves breaking internal barriers, overcoming doubts, and taking responsibility for co-creating a reality that reflects divine plans. Contrary to what many think, manifesting is not just wishing for something and waiting for it to happen. In creator mode, manifestation is an active partnership with God. It's when you recognize that your thoughts, words, and actions have power, but that power is only complete when aligned with the divine will. God does not grant the ability to create to everyone. He entrusts it to those He has chosen and empowered, because He knows they will use this gift to positively impact their lives and the lives of those around them. The chosen ones carry a responsibility that goes beyond common understanding. Being chosen means that God has entrusted you with a special purpose, and with it, a set of unique gifts that must be used to fulfill that purpose. However, this is often not obvious at first. The chosen ones go through challenges that shape them, tests that strengthen them, and experiences that awaken them to their true identity. It is through these processes that they become capable of entering creator mode and co-creating with God. Entering creator mode requires living in alignment with the divine purpose. This alignment is not automatic. It requires faith, discernment, and a deep desire to fulfill God's will. This means letting go of selfish desires, recognizing the areas of your life that need transformation, and constantly seeking divine guidance. When you live in alignment with God's purpose, your actions and choices reflect your mission as a chosen one. It is in this state that you begin to manifest what you are destined to live. The chosen ones are not left alone in their journey to enter creator mode. God constantly speaks, sending signs, experiences, and moments of awakening to guide them. These signs can manifest in various forms, an unexpected encounter, a message that seems destined for you, or even an inner feeling that something great is coming. The problem is that many ignore these signs or do not know how to interpret them. However, the chosen ones have the spiritual sensitivity to recognize that these messages are clear directions to live the divine purpose. Before fully entering creator mode, it is common for the chosen ones to go through spiritual tests. These tests are God's tools to strengthen their faith, shape their character, and prepare them for the greatness to come. They may come in the form of financial challenges, periods of solitude, or moments of doubt. What sets the chosen ones apart is their ability to persevere, to find strength in faith, and to use these experiences as foundations for their spiritual journey. These tests are not punishments, but rather preparations for something greater. When you finally enter creator mode, your life transforms in ways that are impossible to ignore. Things begin to flow, doors open, and you feel at peace with your purpose. But the most impressive part is not what you achieve, but the impact you have on others. The chosen ones who live in this state become beacons of light, inspiring those around them to also seek alignment with the divine purpose. This impact goes beyond the material plane and touches the spiritual, creating a wave of collective transformation. One of the biggest challenges to entering creator mode is overcoming the internal barriers that prevent us from recognizing our own power. These barriers can include doubts, fears, past traumas, and even limiting beliefs that make us question whether we are truly worthy of the purpose God has given us. For the chosen ones, overcoming these barriers is an essential part of the process. This involves renewing the mind, strengthening the spirit, and fully embracing the truth that God has empowered you for something grand. Creator mode is not just about what you can achieve for yourself. It is about how you can use your ability to co-create with God to transform the world around you. The chosen ones have the mission to be agents of change, using their gifts and abilities to bring more light, love, and purpose to the world. When you respond to this call, you not only fulfill God's plan for your life, but also become a living example of how faith and action can turn the impossible into reality. God has always manifested his teachings universally, allowing those who seek the truth to find it on their individual journeys. Creator mode is an expression of this truth, where you discover that you are not just a follower of the divine purpose, but also an active participant in its execution. Being among the 1% means you have reached a level of consciousness where God's signs are not only perceived, but also understood as guides for your path. It is the recognition that creation does not happen without your participation, and that your life has a unique role in the whole. One of God's most profound teachings is that everything is connected. Creator mode is a reflection of when this connection becomes clear to you. By living in alignment with spiritual and divine values, you start to vibrate at a frequency that attracts circumstances, people, and opportunities that are in harmony with your purpose. The awareness that you are part of this divine system is transformative, as it redefines how you perceive your actions and choices. Nothing is small or insignificant. Everything has an impact on the grand plan. Getting to the point of being ready to enter creator mode does not happen by chance. It is the result of a process of purification, learning, and surrender. God uses experiences, both good and challenging, to shape the spirit of the chosen ones. It is in this process that you learn to trust, to persevere, and to listen to the divine voice within yourself. Being among the 1% means you are spiritually fit to receive the tools and understanding needed to become a conscious and effective co-creator. Those who are ready to enter creator mode have been chosen for something greater, to transform the world around them. God does not choose randomly. He seeks hearts that are willing to serve the greater good. Creator mode is not an isolated privilege, but an invitation to actively participate in building a world more aligned with spiritual values. The chosen ones are those who carry within them the potential to be beacons of light and hope, showing that the divine purpose is not only possible but also necessary. One of God's greatest teachings is the power of faith. Faith is the foundation of creator mode because it allows you to trust in the invisible while working in the present. God teaches us that faith is the assurance of things hoped for and the conviction of things not seen. When you are in creator mode, your faith transforms into action. Every step you take is guided by the confidence that God is with you, and every result you achieve reflects this divine partnership. In creator mode, you experience a profound unity with God. You realize that there is no separation between the divine and the human, between spirit and matter. Everything you do is an extension of what God wants to manifest through you. This state of consciousness brings an indescribable peace, as you no longer live with the anxiety of controlling everything, but with the certainty that you are being guided. The chosen one in creator mode lives with the conviction that their actions have an eternal purpose. Have you felt different since you were very young? While other children were only worried about playing, you may have found yourself thinking about life, purpose, and the people around you. This feeling of being different is not by chance. It is a trademark of those destined for something greater. You may not have understood it at the time, but each of these signs was a silent reminder that you are part of a select group of 1% ready to enter creator mode. If you always felt disconnected from the common expectations of the world, it does not mean that something was wrong with you. On the contrary, it means that you were aligned with something much greater. Perhaps you felt like a fish out of water in many situations, but this feeling is the first indication that you are a chosen one. God shaped you to see beyond the obvious, to question what most accept without thinking, and to seek a truth that only the strong in spirit can understand. Another powerful sign that marks the chosen ones is their intuition. Have you ever had that feeling of knowing something before it happened? These premonitions are not coincidences. They are like a spiritual GPS, a divine system guiding you on the right paths, even when everything seems confusing. If you often trust this sixth sense, and it leads you to wise decisions, know that this is a gift reserved for those being prepared for great responsibilities. Chosen ones do not have ordinary lives. You may have noticed that while others face normal challenges, yours always seem greater, almost impossible to overcome. But look back, you are here today, aren't you? This is proof that even without realizing it, you have been winning battles that few could face. These challenges are God's tools to prepare you, shape you, and teach you the strength necessary to be a creator. Many chosen ones go through long periods of solitude. Sometimes this is interpreted as isolation or rejection, but in reality, these moments are golden opportunities to look within. When the world goes silent, that's when the Spirit speaks loudest. If you have gone through moments where you seem to be alone, know that this was God calling you to reconnect with your greater purpose. Perhaps you have faced deep rejections, financial difficulties, or criticisms that seemed unfair. But here is the truth no one told you. These experiences are not punishments. They are carefully orchestrated tests to shape your inner strength. God does not give great battles to small souls. Every difficulty was a test to make you even stronger, more resilient, and ready for your destiny. Think of moments in your life when you felt forgotten or invisible. Maybe it was at school, at work, or even in your family. But even in those moments, something within you always told you not to give up. You found strength even when it seemed the world was against you. These accounts are common among the chosen ones, and each of these experiences is a brick in the construction of your mission. If every word you have heard so far resonates deep within your soul, it is because you are not alone. Often, the chosen ones feel that no one understands what they are going through, but know this, there are others like you. You are a select group, connected by a divine mission. These experiences you live are clear signs that you are being prepared for something much greater than you can imagine now. Now that you understand the signs, it is time to act. Being part of this 1% is not just an honor, it is a responsibility. You were chosen to create, transform, and impact the world around you. Entering creator mode means putting aside doubts and embracing the purpose God has placed in your life. Every challenge overcome, every moment of solitude, and every intuitive sign was a preparation for this moment. If you have come this far, it is not by chance. Every experience, every pain, and every victory has brought you to this exact moment. You are among the 1% who have the capacity to turn their struggles into tools and their pains into power. Now is your time. The universe awaits you to enter creator mode and fulfill the destiny that only you can achieve. You have never been alone, and all of this is part of a much larger plan. God does not choose the qualified, He qualifies the chosen. This phrase carries a powerful truth that transforms our vision of who we are and what we are destined to achieve. The challenges we face are not punishments but growth tools. They shape us, strengthen our faith, and prepare us for the greater purpose God has reserved. When you understand this, you realize that every difficulty is an essential piece in the divine plan to equip you to create, transform, and lead in the path of the chosen ones. Creator mode is more than a concept. It is a state of being in which you completely align with God's purposes and your own divine essence. Entering this mode means living with consciousness, purpose, and alignment, allowing God's power to flow through you to manifest your mission on earth. This state is not reached by chance, but through intentional practices that connect your mind, heart, and spirit to the divine purpose. The foundation of the entire creative process is unwavering faith. Without it, any attempt to advance will be marked by doubts and uncertainties. Faith is the certainty that God has already prepared the way, even when you cannot yet see it. To cultivate it, it is essential to nurture your trust in God daily, whether through prayer, reading scriptures, or meditating on His promises. Remember, faith is not the absence of doubt, but the choice to trust even in uncertainty. Faith without action is sterile. One of the greatest tools in creator mode is intentional action, acting with purpose and direction, even if the results are not immediate. God acts in partnership with those who have the courage to take the first step. This does not mean acting impulsively, but seeking a balance between waiting for the right moment and working diligently while trusting in divine timing. Your actions become seeds planted in fertile soil, ready to bear fruit. Gratitude is the key that unlocks even greater blessings. When you recognize God's gifts, even in the small things, your energy aligns with divine abundance. Practical tools to cultivate gratitude include keeping a gratitude journal, expressing words of thanks daily, and even turning prayers into moments of praise. Gratitude changes your perspective, opens doors, and attracts more reasons to be thankful. One of the greatest challenges for the chosen ones is transforming thoughts and dreams into concrete actions. To align your desires with real actions, start by writing down your goals and asking for God's guidance. Break these goals into small, measurable steps, and use prayer to confirm each decision. Remember, every action must be aligned with the divine purpose, and this requires discipline and focus. With these practices, your thoughts become seeds, and your actions the fertile soil that nurtures them. Visualization is a powerful practice that connects your mind to your divine mission. Take a few minutes every day to clearly imagine the goals you wish to achieve. See them as already realized and feel the joy and gratitude for them. This exercise strengthens your faith, aligns your mind with your goals, and sends a clear message to the universe. You are ready to receive. Prayer is your direct line to God, and meditation is the opportunity to hear His response. Dedicate time daily for these practices. Start with prayers of gratitude and surrender, then enter a state of silence to hear God's voice. This connection not only renews your energy, but also provides clarity for the next steps on your path to purpose. Voices of doubt, both internal and external, can be the greatest obstacle on the path of the chosen ones. To silence them, remember who you are and who is by your side, God. Use positive affirmations, read scriptures that reinforce your confidence, and refuse to listen to negative thoughts or words. Strengthen your mind with the understanding that, as a chosen one, you were created to overcome any barrier. The secret to transforming scarcity into abundance is the creator mindset. Stop focusing on what is lacking and start recognizing the opportunities already before you. Use tools like gratitude, visualization, and intentional action to attract and manifest what you seek. By aligning your mind with God's purpose, you realize that abundance is not just a distant promise. It is already available to you here and now. Only 1% of people are ready to activate the so-called creator mode because this state requires more than desire or intention. It demands a deep commitment to the divine essence, a transformation that begins internally. Most people are so immersed in the distractions of the world, be they material, emotional, or social, that they never access the true stillness necessary to hear God's voice. Creator mode is not a privilege, but the result of a continuous choice to seek something greater, to transcend the limitations imposed by the mind and the external world. And that is exactly what sets you apart as a chosen one. In a world full of noise, distractions are everywhere. Social media, alarming news, and even our own thoughts can be obstacles that pull us away from the connection with the Holy Spirit. Most people live in a state of constant agitation, never pausing to seek divine guidance. The chosen ones, however, learn to silence these external and internal voices, recognizing that silence is the key to hearing God's revelations. Just as Elijah heard God's still, small voice on Mount Horeb, you too need to create this space of quiet to let the Spirit speak directly to your heart. What separates the 1% from the rest is the level of focus and spiritual discipline they develop. The chosen ones not only believe but act on their faith, consistently seeking a deeper connection with God. This means praying regularly, meditating on the Word, and avoiding the world's pitfalls. Daniel, for example, continued to pray 3 times a day, even under the threat of being thrown into the lion's den. His unwavering discipline not only protected him, but also put him on the path to his divine purpose. His story is proof that spiritual perseverance can lead to victory even in the face of impossible challenges. The moments of greatest difficulty are also those in which God reveals his deepest purposes. Moses, before leading the people of Israel, spent 40 years in the desert, learning to depend on God for everything. Like him, the chosen ones face periods of trial that prepare them for great achievements. These challenges are not punishments, but training to strengthen faith and activate divine potential. If you are facing something difficult now, know that it may be your dessert, a learning moment before something extraordinary. Creator mode is not just about what you do, but about who you become. It is a state of complete alignment with the divine purpose. Joseph, sold as a slave by his own brothers, spent years in prison before becoming the governor of Egypt. Throughout this time, he kept his faith and character intact, knowing that God had a greater plan. Likewise, the chosen ones who enter this state transform their pains into power, their losses into learning, and their battles into victories. If you have come this far, know that this is already a sign. God is calling you to something greater. Often, this feeling of restlessness or dissatisfaction with the world is how he awakens us to our true purpose. This means you are ready to enter the next level, but you must be willing to let go of old patterns and fully surrender to the process of transformation. Remember, God does not choose the prepared, he prepares the chosen. True revelation does not come from our own ideas or efforts, but from hearing and obeying God's voice. When Samuel was just a child, he heard God calling him in the night. He could have ignored that voice but chose to respond, "Speak, Lord, for your servant hears." This simple response changed the course of his life and put him on a path of spiritual leadership. Similarly, God is speaking to you now, asking you to be attentive and willing to hear his instructions for your life. Many chosen ones feel fear or doubt upon realizing the magnitude of their calling. This is natural, but remember that even great biblical figures like Gideon faced these feelings. When God called him to lead Israel, Gideon questioned, "How can I save Israel? My family is the weakest, and I am the least in my father's house." Despite this, God used him powerfully. This proves that your current position does not matter. What matters is your willingness to trust God and follow his guidance. Creator mode requires consistency. It is not something that happens instantly, but a state built with daily choices. When you remain steadfast in faith, even in the face of obstacles, you are showing God that you are worthy of the purpose he has for you. Abraham waited decades for the promise of a son, but his patience and trust in God resulted in blessings that transcended generations. Similarly, your perseverance today can impact not only your life, but also the lives of those around you. If you feel you have been called to something greater, this is not by chance. God is preparing you to enter creator mode, a state in which you not only live the divine purpose, but also impact the world around you. This is a crucial moment in your journey. God did not choose you by chance. He sees the potential you may not even recognize in yourself. The decision is now in your hands. Are you ready to silence the distractions, embrace spiritual discipline, and activate the power God has placed within you? What truly differentiates the 1% ready to enter creator mode is something few realize. The understanding that this mode is not something you seek outside of yourself. It has always been within you, waiting to be activated. Creator mode is a direct connection to the divine energy that flows in your life. When you recognize this, you realize it's not about acquiring skills or gaining powers, but awakening something that is already part of your essence. This requires an open mindset, a commitment to look within and accept the truth that you are a co-creator of your destiny. To activate creator mode, alignment between mind, heart, and actions is indispensable. Often we are disconnected because we think one thing, feel another, and act completely differently. This misalignment creates spiritual blockages, distancing us from the divine purpose. Entering creator mode means synchronizing these three dimensions so that your mind is at peace, your heart is open to divine love, and your actions are directed toward fulfilling the purpose God has prepared for you. This harmony doesn't happen overnight, but is a journey that begins with intention and daily practice. The first step to living as a true creator is self-knowledge. Knowing your strengths, weaknesses, fears, and aspirations is fundamental to working in partnership with God. When you understand who you truly are, it becomes easier to identify what needs to be transformed or strengthened. Self-knowledge is like a compass pointing the right way, helping you avoid distractions and focus on what really matters. After all, we cannot create something grand without first deeply knowing ourselves. In creator mode, trust is the foundation of everything. It is the faith that, even when you cannot see the entire road, God is in control and guiding each step of the way. This surrender does not mean passivity, but an active trust where you do your part knowing that the rest will be filled by divine power. In moments of uncertainty, it is this faith that keeps you firm and connected to your purpose. Surrendering to God is recognizing that He has a much larger vision than our limited human perspective. Manifesting reality in creator mode is much more than visualizing or wishing for things. It's about aligning your thoughts and actions with divine purposes. When your intentions are in tune with what God desires for your life, doors start to open in ways you never imagined. Practical manifestation involves being attentive to opportunities, acting with courage, and being grateful for each achievement, even the small ones. This daily practice transforms your energy, aligning it with the abundance God wants to pour into your life. One of the secrets of creator mode is consistency. It is not enough to recognize that you are chosen or know what you need to do. You must apply this knowledge daily. Every small step counts. When you commit to living according to divine purposes, even in moments of difficulty, your energy adjusts, and you start to attract the right situations and people. It is the consistent practice that solidifies creator mode as a lifestyle, not just a fleeting moment. Spiritual blockages can prevent you from accessing creator mode. These blockages usually come from fears, traumas, or limiting beliefs you have carried for years. Identifying and releasing these blockages is crucial. This may involve prayer, meditation, or even seeking help from people who can guide you spiritually. The important thing is to recognize that these obstacles do not define you. They are just challenges that, with God's help, can be overcome so you can reach your true potential. Gratitude is one of the most powerful elements for those living in creator mode. Being grateful not only for the great blessings, but also for the small details of everyday life is a way to align your energy with divine abundance. Additionally, living in the present is fundamental. Creator mode does not operate in the past or the future. It happens in the now. When you are present, you can better hear God's voice, perceive the signs around you, and act more consciously and connected. Entering creator mode is an opportunity to build a reality that reflects divine values and purposes. This means not only seeking benefits for yourself, but also positively impacting the people around you. Every choice, every action should be made with the intention of generating light, love, and harmony. When you live this way, you become an instrument of God in the world, helping to manifest His plan on earth. You are among the 1% because you were called to something greater. This call is not just for you to experience the power of creator mode, but also to inspire others to discover this truth in their own lives. Living in creator mode is a daily commitment to spiritual growth, conscious action, and unwavering faith. It is an invitation to embrace your true identity as a chosen one and finally live according to the purpose God has placed in your heart. The time is now, and transformation begins with the first step. You are already part of the 1%, but you need to believe, act, and trust. Within you resides a divine power that differentiates and prepares you to create something unique and extraordinary. The world is calling for the light you carry, for the impact only you can generate. Entering creator mode is not just an opportunity to transform your life, but a greater mission to transform the world around you. God has trusted you to be an agent of change, to bring hope where there is despair, love where there is pain, and light where there is darkness. Every step you take toward the divine purpose not only aligns your life with abundance, but also inspires others to do the same. This calling is greater than any obstacle you may face. Believe, you are not alone on this journey. Even when it seems difficult, know that God is guiding your steps, opening paths, and placing the right people in your life. Your strength comes from something much greater than you can imagine. It comes from the Creator Himself, who chose you to accomplish incredible works. So do not hide, do not underestimate yourself, and above all, do not give up. Each day is a new opportunity to align your mind, heart, and actions with divine purposes. With faith, dedication, and perseverance, you will be able to create a reality that surpasses your greatest dreams. You already have everything you need to shine, grow, and conquer. Creator mode is within your reach, just waiting for you to embrace it with all your heart. The world needs what you are destined to create, and you, chosen one, are already ready to fulfill your role. Go ahead, confident that God is with you every step of this transformative journey. Now that you know what it means to be among the 1% ready to enter creator mode, I want to know, what was the most powerful moment when you felt you were about to create something transformative in your life? Share in the comments. Your story can inspire other chosen ones on this incredible journey. Let's create a community of transformation and purpose together. Thank you for staying with me so far. If this content resonated with your heart, follow the channel, like, and share this video with someone who might also identify with it. If you want to discover the secret signs of the Holy Spirit that transform the lives of the chosen ones, the next video is for you. Click now and discover.